New Zealand may seem like the perfect country, peaceful, prosperous, progressive, a remote paradise far away from the problems of the world. You may well have even met one of its more enthusiastic admirers. Perhaps some sanctimonious Kiwi-file woke lord has lectured you on how their beloved Aotearoa is the gold standard for civilization. But guess what? They are keeping secrets from you. Dark secrets. And today those secrets shall be revealed. Imagine the evil tropes you know well. Massacres of unarmed prisoners, imperial troops shooting independence protesters, soldiers destroying Palestinian villages, deportation of hard-working migrant families in dawn raids, shooting pacifists. Now imagine the villains as Kiwis. Shocking and hard to believe. But true. Strap in and prepare for the truth of nasty Zealand. Are you ready? During World War II, New Zealand held hundreds of Japanese prisoners of war at Featherston Camp. On February 25, 1943, a confrontation turned deadly when guards opened fire on prisoners staging a protest. The result? 48 Japanese POWs were killed and another 74 were wounded. Official reports claim the guards were responding to insubordination. Others say it was a massacre. New Zealand's colonial rule over Samoa was anything but peaceful. On December 28, 1929, a peaceful protest by the Māori independence movement turned into a bloodbath when New Zealand police opened fire on unarmed demonstrators in Apia. At least 11 Samoans were killed, including the movement's leader, Tupua Tamasese Lealofi III. New Zealand later apologised 70 years later, but for many Samoans, the scars remain. In 1918, New Zealand troops, along with Australians, carried out an act of brutal revenge in Palestine. After a New Zealand soldier was murdered by locals, Kiwi and Aussie soldiers stormed the Arab village of Surafend, slaughtering its men and leaving it in ruins. Estimates suggest over 40 villagers were killed. Even their own commander, General Allenby, called it a cowardly murder. The British military performed an investigation that found fault with the Scots and Australians, but concluded that the majority of blame laid squarely with the Kiwis, and fined them accordingly. A fine that was grudgingly and quietly paid by a shamed New Zealand government. The invasion of Parihaka in 1881, where peaceful Maori protesters were met with military force, their village looted and women assaulted. The New Zealand Wars, where the government confiscated vast lands from Maori, leaving a legacy of injustice that still affects Maori communities today. The dawn raids of the 1970s, where Polynesian immigrants were racially profiled and dragged from their homes by police looking for overstayers, often in front of their terrified children. Even indigenous Maori were sometimes asked by European policemen for evidence of citizenship. And all the while, true overstayers from Great Britain, Australia and South Africa were ignored in this sweep. Racist much? The Chinese poll tax, where Chinese immigrants and only Chinese immigrants were charged a poll tax of £10 to land in New Zealand, and were denied the benefits of citizenship such as suffrage and old age pensions. New Zealand may be a beautiful country with a reputation for peace, but history tells a different story. The past cannot be undone, but it can be remembered. And perhaps by acknowledging nasty Zealand, we can build a better future. Subscribe for more.